Hi, I'm Becky Streepy from Glue and Glitter, and today we're making light, fluffy peanut butter frosting. This peanut butter frosting is great for cupcakes or cakes. I also love using it to make cookie sandwiches. It's really great with my vegan oatmeal raisin cookies, which I will have a link to as soon as that recipe is ready for y'all. Start with 5 tablespoons of vegan butter, and you want to make sure that this vegan butter is at room temperature. What I like to do is measure out the butter, cut it into pieces, and then sit it out to soften while I gather and measure the rest of the ingredients. So add your butter to a large mixing bowl. I know it looks so tiny in there, but you really do need all of that space. And get in there with your fork, or you can use an electric mixer if you prefer, and just cream that butter really well. You want to get in there and mix and mash and whip it up. Now it's time to add the remaining ingredients. Add a cup of creamy peanut butter. Now before we go on, I want to talk about this peanut butter situation because the kind of peanut butter you use is going to make or break this recipe. Natural peanut butters that you have to stir to combine every time are not going to work in this recipe. You want them to be a totally homogeneous, creamy mixture right out of the jar. Natural peanut butters just aren't going to cut it. They're not going to get light and fluffy. You're going to end up with a frosting that's kind of oily and it's going to separate easily, and it's just really not going to do it for you. Then add a cup of powdered sugar. Before you yell at me about the sugar, remember that this makes a ton of frosting. It makes 36 servings. Also, that's kind of what frosting is. It's fat plus sugar plus whatever flavorings you want to use. Next, add a 1/4 cup of vegan milk, and I do recommend you go with a creamy vegan milk like oat or soy. Then add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and then get in there with a fork or an electric mixer and beat that frosting until it's light and fluffy. Your frosting is done when there are no lumps left, and it'll actually change color from kind of a medium brown to like a light brown, which you'll see in the video. You can use this frosting just like you would any other frosting. It's great on cupcakes or cakes, and I love to use it to make sandwich cookies too. If you do a sandwich cookie, just grab one cookie upside down, add a dollop of frosting, plop another cookie on there, and gently press. Your dollop will spread out all beautifully and evenly. Then refrigerate your cookie for maybe like an hour. The refrigeration isn't required, but if you don't refrigerate, that frosting is going to be pretty soft and it's going to squish out the sides when you bite into the sandwich cookie, which is fine. It's just messy. If you do have any leftover frosting, it'll keep for about a week in the fridge in an airtight container. When you take it out of the fridge before you use it, I would let it come to room temperature. It's just so much easier to spread that way. And use your fork to give it a little bit of a whip up to lighten it up again, because it might settle down a little bit over time. I hope that this video has answered all of your questions about how to make vegan peanut butter frosting. If you have any questions that I didn't address in the video, feel free to drop a comment. I'm always happy to help. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. Happy cooking!